let's start this again. This is Jim the Keys bartender coming to you from Key Largo. And I'm sorry I posted a brief picture. The Facebook Live stopped on its own. And so I discontinued the live feed I did on the podcast. I hope you're not trying to listen to both at the same time. But since they're on different... I did mention on different episodes that there's volumes of what I don't understand about the techniques of managing sound, and today was one of the things where I should have just continued with the podcast itself, but it's called Birthday Wishes, and this is long overdue. I wanted to express my gratitude to certain people, and I will get to you, Peggy, if you are listening. The one thing yesterday, I ran into a young couple at work, JR and Amy, and they came in and they were having a tough time, and I think I was able to show them some way that other people care for them. So I was happy to help them out, and they can show me what real gratitude is all about. And I know they're going to be very successful in the future, no matter how tough the time is right now. If they get to see this message, you guys are going to do great. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again. Also, I want to send a shout out to the Key West Smugglers Bourbon Whiskey Distillery. I spoke to Jim Martin yesterday. We had a lovely conversation. I spoke to JD from the Smallest Bar also. On September 3rd, I'll be down, that is Tuesday, September 3rd, I'll be down there at 12 noon in Key West, and we'll be doing some shows down there. And with the view to be doing more shows down there in the future. And we'll be reaching out to other venues also. So this is one thing I say, I'm not a big celebrator of a birthday. I know I bring it up. Now I'm bringing it up. This is my birthday's coming up. Saturday, I'm going to be 56. So it almost becomes an issue when you decide you don't want to make a big deal about it. Not that I'm worried I'm going to be 56 years old. I was born in 1963. Don't have a problem with that. I just don't see the notoriety of the anniversary of the day you were born. And it's just, but that's me. And I know it's important for people, and they do celebrate. It's an opportunity. I understand on the basic level, it's an opportunity to show your appreciation to someone that you care for them, you love them, and you appreciate they're around. But it also sometimes gets to be a beauty pageant, meaning who's the best, who has the biggest party. Like a third world dictator, like the president of Kazakhstan having all his people come out for him. I don't know if it's Kazakhstan, one of the former Soviet republics. There's a guy who I think it could be Kazakhstan or Turkmenistan or something like that, where he has some crazy thing. He absolutely loves horses. He just does crazy stuff on horses all the time. And he likes singing karaoke and playing the guitar with his grandson. And he produced a music video. So, but I digress. Birthday parties thrown for yourself tend to be a sad affair. Thrown by someone else, it can be slightly embarrassing sometimes at best. But it is something just like weddings. With a big wedding, I was in the wedding business for over 20-something years. I'm a notary, so I perform ceremonies, and so a wedding is an opportunity for someone to be who's normally not treated like a princess gets to be treated like a princess. You dress up, and it's kind of I don't know the exact originations of the marriage ceremony, but perhaps it's that need for people to feel special. And that's kind of like a birthday, coming in, you think, all these people gather around, wishing them well. And it's nice. And it would be nice. What it boils down to for me is like try to feel special every day. And it doesn't matter who says what to you. It's, you should just feel special on your own. I mean, sometimes you can have a party. These poor kids, I see it with my daughter's friends and stuff like that. Parents will throw together a birthday party and something will come up where there's other things going on. And the kids, there's only a couple girls can show up at their party. And it's kind of devastating, I guess, for some of them, unless they're very enlightened 12-year-old or 13-year-old. That may be something they are. But it's not. If you're one person, you don't have a lot of people at your party, or you don't get invited to birthday parties. So for me, if I don't make a big deal about it, it doesn't mean I don't care. It just means it's not one of my things. But that being said, I got a strange package. I shouldn't say strange. A unique package from my sister, my Irish twin, in Towson, Maryland. And it arrived, I have to say that whoever the carrier service was, it looks like the driver was sitting on the box. Luckily, it was wrapped enough. Nothing was damaged. But he looked like he was maybe using it as a cushion because it was crushed on one side. Actually, no, I don't have the box right here. So I opened the box, and there's a hodgepodge of things in it. It was really eclectic and strange. And the one thing I'll show at the end, that the card was especially poignant. So I'm going to start with one of the first things that came out was a Golden Girls T-shirt, a pink one. Okay, here it is, and it is an XL. I guess that would fit me, but I don't. I guess that's with me being getting older. But there's a grumpy old men and stuff like that too. So, and then there's Golden Girl buttons. That was very, very. I guess it goes with the T-shirts, right? I'm just going to pin it directly to my skin, if you don't mind, Peggy. And you'll see it. Now, this is inexplicable. I don't get this one. I got a bunch of Lion King mask here. Hakuna Matata. What? I don't know what that's about either. I mean, maybe this the philosophy of Hakuna Matata, but that's that. And one thing she did get, it was really kind of pertinent that I do like. She got me a Dwight Schrute Buck refrigerator magnet. And if you're a fan of The Office, one time Dwight Schrute was trying to do a motivational thing for The Office when he was assuming the position of regional sales manager, and he was issuing Schrute Bucks if you behave correctly. So I thought that was interesting. Okay, moving on. I get this. Let me get this right side. A notorious, and this is what it says. I don't know if I can reach it all in here. A notorious Ruth Bader Ginsburg poster, which is probably a pope, the Supreme Court justice, the progressive Supreme Court justice, who, she knows the big joke in the family is my sister's kind of conservative. She's conservative, and so is my brother-in-law, and they make fun of me, and so that's their thing, a picture of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Actually, I'm probably going to put that up somewhere, so I'll probably put that up in the family room. And then I guess these things, Slim Jim, because my name's Jim, and I used to be really slim. I was kind of a fan on these. If you like, meat products that last for 1,000 years. But, in case of apocalypse, these things will definitely be important right here. And this one brings back memories. A Wawa coffee mug. Yep. I don't know if I'm missing anything. I brought everything over to do. It's really thoughtful. I mean, and considering I didn't send her anything, and our birthdays, I said an Irish twin. Our birthdays are the same day, so I can't use the old adage, I forgot your birthday. But the thing that really got me about, and I do the Amazon gift card things because you never have to worry about delivering and all that stuff. They just give you that. I know you can get whatever you want, and this way you don't end up with a package of getting Slim Jims and a Golden Girls t-shirt. That's Peggy. That's fine. It's great. I'll figure. I don't know in what situation I'm going to wear a Golden Girls t-shirt, but she sent me a card, and it's a picture of a skinny guy. I guess that's supposed to be me as a kid. You didn't choose the stud life, and then on the inside it says it chose you. And my sister handwriting, I thought I had the worst handwriting in the family, and I guess I'm a lefty. Woo! My sister writes like a doctor. She definitely writes like a doctor. But here's a picture of us. I don't know if you see. This is Peg at her communion, in her communion outfit. And that is me. I guess I'm 7 or 6, and Peg's 8 or 7, and that would make Teddy 6 or 5. So, well, actually, no, he would be 4 or 5. But I think I'm about to turn 7. She's about to turn 8, and he's about to turn 6. No, I get that wrong. Ted's too young. 5, about to turn 5. Boy, and there's one with my staring at the TV. I don't know if she sent that because that's a picture of Peggy. She sent me a picture of herself, which it's kind of nice. And that's our cabin in north of Philadelphia. Well, you can't pick your family, but I do appreciate her. For the podcast, I just want to talk about this again. I do like to appreciate Jim Martin from this Key West Smugglers Bourbon Whiskey. And I am if you can see my gear right now, I'm about to go to the gym, spend a couple hours there pretending to work out. And then I'm going to stop and pick up some of the product. I'm going to pick up the Key West Smugglers Bourbon Whiskey at one of our liquor stores. I'm not going to drink it till later on, until I'm home. But we had a great discussion, and my plans in the future, we're going to maybe go down sometime during Fantasy Fest. I'll be there on one of those nights, probably hang out one night if I can get a good location right above the Wall Street and do a podcast, live stream on Facebook. Maybe bring another video with us. Who knows? I'm hoping that I can be reflective about once again, I'm very thankful for this birthday, about all the people that have, all the listeners out there. You may not be, hey, there's no listeners right now, so that's fine. I just started doing this stuff. I do a lot of and ahhing. I'm watching the way I structure my speech, trying to be a little more candid, a little more smooth when I'm doing these things. But I do appreciate you listeners and the ones that do take time out of their day to hear what I say. And if you'd like to come and participate in the show, I am, once again, I'm going to repeat, September 3rd, Tuesday, September 3rd at noon in Key West on Duval Street, the smallest bar. We'll be doing a show from the Key Tarn, and I think right after that, I don't know exact time, about 1:30, we'll be doing a show from the tasting room of Key West Smugglers Bourbon Whiskey, their tasting facility, and we'll be talking to Jim Martin there. I'd like to thank everyone, and I'm going to try to get the music on right here if I get this right for the podcast. I'm doing this over here. I'm not just looking over to my right randomly.